Hi, welcome to week 4 in Ed 484 Language Acquisition. We saw each other last Thursday during our face-to-face, and during that time we both went through some of our language learning autobiographies orally, and we also took a look at some authentic questions that had come up in class and proposed some solutions to them. So I think that my takeaway from last week was it's important for all the students to know that those face-to-face meetings are not considered to be optional. They're considered to be a mandatory part of the class, and mainly because the work that we do on during the week is going to build on them, and that's what you'll find this week. And also wanting to dig a little bit deeper in terms of thinking more deeply about the stuff that's going on in the classroom and how to tools that we might already have at our disposal, or ways that we're going to meet the inevitable challenges that will come in the classroom, particularly in the circumstance of English language learning, because every kid is so different and every kid has got a different story. So they're gonna those students will bring to you a bunch of different ways that you can explore how to help them move along in their learning spectrum. So the work for this week, the content part is to explore and to show your understanding using a chart of some sort, what the second language learning theories are. And the second part of that content is to offer some criticism, as well as offer some reflection of how you've seen that play out in your own life. Criticism or positive feedback. And then the very last part of the content is responding to a particular scenario that a teacher might offer, which is, well, all those kids need is more grammar. So if you are supportive of that way of helping students, or if you feel like that's not necessarily a research-supported way, use all of your tools, all of your guns that you've got through the writings that you've been reading and anything you've been exposed to, including in any other class. I want you to use the full abundance of your knowledge about language learning, either to support that or to maybe debunk it. So your selection there. And that's the content part. And the application part is you choose one of two options. One is kind of linguistic ethnography, which is basically where you're going to write down what you did in last week's class, only with a little bit more specific questions. Or you're going to extend the content area work with talking about specific teaching strategies that demonstrate the language acquisition theories that you have just learned about. So definitely, please do not feel limited by what you've been introduced to in this class. If you've received information in other classes, definitely use that in those explanations of how to apply language acquisition theory to actual classroom scenarios. And you can read more about that, obviously, on the Moodle site. So I believe that is it for us. The last part is the reading discussions, the authentic questions. Bring your authentic questions from pages 32 to 50 from Freeman and Freeman, or chapter 4 from Lightbound and Spada. So both of those chapters have quite a bit of information about learning theory and language acquisition learning theory, and don't feel limited like you have to only do the topics. Please feel free to start making application with what you've seen in the classroom. And I strongly encourage you, because this can be challenging without having an actual student to work with. I encourage you to find a student and seeing if you can practice a few strategies with them that you might be applying, and in order to anticipate any problems that you might have. And with that, as always, I am completely open to any questions that you might have. I'm going to be popping some additional resources up on the website, and keep an eye on those announcements, because that's kind of where I respond to what I've been seeing in the material that I'm always grading, and also in any of the questions that I start to receive through email. Okay? Hope you guys have a fantastic week, and hope that you're able to get all your stuff done for all of your classes. Take care. Bye-bye.